And then once we do that, he told me he wants Benavidez to come up to cruiserweight and we fight Benavidez. If that's the course, let's do it. You know what I mean? I'm pumped for that. Respectfully, I'd love to fight Benavidez. He's a great fighter. He's got a great following. You know, he's mixed. He's been in the ring with some great fighters. And then once we tick that box, who knows? Maybe the heavyweight chapter starts then. If that Stones comes, man, and you know that fight comes, let's do it. You know, respectfully, I got a lot of time for him. I've seen some of his interviews. He holds himself well. He's fighting for the right reasons. You know, and no, it's good. You know, and that's a massive fight. So let's get it on, man.
After a dominant title defense, Jai Opetaia is now calling out David Benavidez and warning him that avoiding the fight won't protect him forever. In response, Benavidez stated that he is not ducking Opetaia, but instead highlighting the issues of boxing politics, particularly Opetaia's signing with Zuffa Boxing, which makes arranging the matchup extremely difficult.
I'm just taking every fight, one fight at a time. You know, there's a lot of stuff I like to do, you know, but a lot of people sometimes are not ready to fight or this and that. Jai Opetaia just signed with Zuffa Boxing, so that's another, you know, roadblock for that fight too. But I don't know, I feel like right now I'm 100% focused.
Is there a road, have there been discussion, have there been thoughts to a potential fight with Opetaia and how that happened?
There's been no discussion, no talks. Like I said, we're taking it one fight at a time. It would have been easier to make that fight happen, but like I said, he's with Zuffa. There's a lot of, it seems like they're at war, you know, the boxing politics, you know, PBC, Golden Boy, Ring Magazine. Actually, Ring is with Zuffa, actually, so I don't know, we're not to sit back and just see what happens, you know what I mean?
Jai's biggest advantage is that in every fight he appears with a completely new game plan and a different style, and he is already shaping that approach for a potential clash with Benavidez. Opetaia remains confident, firmly believing that he will come out as the winner.
I feel like what separates me from the rest is, what are they watching? You know what I mean? What fight are they watching to learn? You know, you look at my last 5 fights. I fought different every fight. Every time I fight, it's a different game plan. I adapt to a different style, and I do what I need to do to win. And that's what makes.
Adding another perspective, Jai's father and trainer, Tapu Opetaia, is also not holding back. He describes a potential Benavidez fight as a true, top-level clash and says that if Jai manages to defeat someone of that caliber, it would be something truly special.
Yeah, cracker fight. It'd be really, for people in boxing, for us, and to beat someone like that, would be something special. So we hope it happens. But he's got to get past them, and we got to do our own stuff. So when that happens, it'll happen. You know, you never know, he might get knocked out. And us, over the weekend, you never know.
Yeah.
We never know, so we'll just concentrate on what's in front of us, and then we'll tick the box.
Briefly updating his future plans, Opetaia is not moving up to heavyweight, plain and simple, reaffirming that he will remain in the cruiserweight division. Meanwhile, with talk that Zuffa may not recognize other sanctioning bodies, he insists that becoming the first undisputed champion under the Zuffa belt is his only goal.
Yeah, man, we're just excited to be working with Zuffa.
Are you a heavyweight now?
No, we'll cruiserweight, buddy. You know, we've got some important fights on the line.
Yeah.
You know, we'll come here to become the first undisputed, including the Zuffa belt. You know, and I want to break history and become the first undisputed with the Zuffa belt. So, I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's new challenge.
Meanwhile, regarding Usyk, Opetaia has made it clear that he won't chase him or show any disrespect, but he believes that anyone who gets the opportunity to face him must seize it with both hands. However, Opetaia warns that his own priority is still becoming undisputed. That path could mean overlooking a veteran like him and taking a major risk against a fighter who has nothing to lose.
Who knows what the future holds? You know, I'm not here to call out Usyk. You know, I'm not like that. You know, I never really sit here and call people out and try and disrespect anyone. Obviously, if that fight comes, but you want to go to fight against Usyk, you take it with both hands. You know, but we're just here to focus on becoming undisputed at the moment. You know, and then being in talks with signing Usyk is huge. So it just shows that the Zuffa's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Just given, you know, back at home, are you going to just now fight exclusively in the U.S., or are you going to have fights back home?
I've got no clue, bro. Honestly, I'm just taking fight at a time, win that one, worry about the next one after that.
Jai Opetaia also expressed frustration, saying that if fighters genuinely believe they are the best in the world, they should prove it by facing the other top fighters. He dismissed all talk about wanting elite competition, insisting that action is what matters. His message was clear and direct. Stop talking and make it happen.
My thing that I'm mad about is, right, if you guys think you're the best in the world, why don't you fight the other best in the world and show the people, like, what the fuck, you guys are getting a lot of money, like, what's the problem?
Hey, I'm talking about fighting the best, this and that. I don't talk about it, boys.
Now, here's the situation. Fans are demanding a highly technical showdown, and some have even suggested putting money on the table. Whoever wants the fight puts up $250, and it's basically a done deal. But think about it. David is currently holding 2 cruiserweight titles. Meanwhile, Ring Magazine's #1 ranked cruiserweight has just uploaded a video asking, can he beat David? Yet Zab doesn't even want to engage with the idea. He completely shuts it down, possibly still reminded of that infamous clock incident.
They want to see something right, but blood would have showed me I wanted it. Start up a whirlpool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whoever wants to see it, drop it. Let's go on top of whatever's. You know what I'm saying? Just make it reach 250, and we got the deal.
You know,
something like that.
David holds 2 straps at cruiserweight, and Ring Magazine ranked Jai Opetaia still the #1 cruiserweight. He just posted up a video. What do you think? Can he beat David? I don't even want to look at him.
Come on, man.
Aside from all the hype, Zab Judah cautions David Benavidez not to let anyone pull him away from his current position with tempting money offers, stressing that he remains the king where he is right now. He urges Benavidez to carefully consider before moving up to heavyweight purely for financial gain, warning that a fast payday today could mean losing the throne tomorrow. Either stay where you dominate, or end up just another fighter chasing money.
I mean, shoot. You know, and then just to see that, you know, Jai Opetaia wants that smoke as well, but is in Zuffa.
Yeah, he could get on that heavy. Let's go, run it. But the heavyweights, nah, bro. Hold up, solid heavyweight, 230, 240, and then they all the time they coming down from 260. Nah, bro, don't do that. Don't let them check you out this spot, Dave. Nah.
Let me show you a video of Jai Opetaia.
They do it. Only way I say you do it, they put that 250 on the. They put that 250 down there, they call it 250. I see.
When it comes to major dates like Cinco de Mayo, many fighters are satisfied just making the card and moving on. But Benavidez is different. He's not built that way. He has made it clear his goal is not simply to participate, but to create fights that fans will still be talking about years later. He wants non-stop, back-and-forth wars that you can't look away from, the kind that leave a lasting memory. That's what sets him apart. He aims to be the fighter people remember by saying, I remember Benavidez fought on Cinco de Mayo. For boxing fans who appreciate real toughness, his message is simple. He's not showing up just to collect a paycheck. He's coming to steal the show.
Would you say this is the superstar date that will always be for David Benavidez?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say always, man. I think that date is not, it doesn't belong to one fighter. It was Julio Cesar Chavez, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo. It's the people who give the best fights in boxing. And, you know, what I want to do is not only have these dates, but put the best.
Similarly, Jose Benavidez Sr. acknowledged Jai Opetaia as a solid fighter, but maintained that he is still too inexperienced to present a real danger to his son. He also questioned whether a fight between David Benavidez and Opetaia could realistically be made, pointing out that Opetaia now fights under the Zuffa banner, a promotion known for being difficult to coordinate with other organizations. Benavidez Sr. suggested that the Australian is no longer considered a traditional champion in the usual sense, which further complicates any potential negotiations.
Opetaia's name at least 10 times down the hallway here.
Opetaia, you know, I think he's a great fighter. He's just too green, man, you know. But we'll fight him, you know, at the end of the day. You know, but what are we going to fight for, Zuffa belt? You know, at the end of the day, you know. I mean,
does that dampen things?
Well, I don't know. You know, nobody. He doesn't. They don't get along with nobody. So how's that fight going to be made? I feel sorry for Opetaia because they stripped him. He's not a champion anymore. He has the SUFA belt. I mean, at this point, do we want to fight for the SUFA belt? I mean, I don't know, you know. We'll fight for anything, but it's not interesting. I don't think that fight could be made. He's a good fighter, but he's a little bit green.
Furthermore, Jose Benavidez Sr. expressed strong pride in his son's performance, calling it spectacular. He also pointed out that David fully lived up to the Mexican Monster nickname originally given by Mike Tyson. For him, watching his son embrace that identity was just as satisfying as the win itself.
Super proud. I didn't think David was going to look that good. I knew he was going to look good, but not that good. You know, he looks spectacular. He looked spectacular. He did a great job. Went to the body, worked those uppercuts, worked those Golovkin shots, and I'm so proud, and he did a great job. I think he stole the night. That's what we want to do. And I said in all the interviews, you know, we can't just win the fight. We got to look impressive, and that's what he did. And that's why Mike Tyson called him Mexican Monster.
When asked about Benavidez operating between light heavyweight and cruiserweight, Coach Berman feels he can comfortably deal with the 25-pound jump. He believes Benavidez can beat anyone at cruiserweight, with the only possible exception being Usyk at heavyweight. He does, however, acknowledge that Opetaia's size and explosive style give him slight concern, but still gives the edge to Benavidez, noting that Opetaia started at 200 pounds, while Benavidez moved up from 168.
I think he beats all of them. I think he beats Bivol, Beterbiev. I'm not as sure if he beat Opetaia because he's such a big guy and he's explosive, but I'm more comfortable picking David to beat him. The one guy that I think will give David some real trouble is Usyk at heavyweight. I don't know if he can beat Usyk, but the rest of the guys, I think he can beat him.
Okay. Yeah, because Opetaia said that he'll see him soon. Congratulations, champ. People have been talking about that matchup because he is a full, cruiserweight that's athletic. What do you, when you look at that matchup and you see that, yeah, I think David will beat him, but when you say I think, what makes you think that it cannot happen?
Well, Opetaia is big, fast, and explosive. And David has good defense, but he's not.
Expanding on why Opetaia presents a unique challenge, Coach Berman explained that Opetaia is a big, fast, and explosive fighter who is simply too quick for Benavidez to ignore. He noted that David has solid defense, but he is not untouchable. Opetaia's sharp timing and power mean that one clean left hand could potentially knock Benavidez out. While Berman still leans toward Benavidez, he warns that David would need to be extremely cautious.
Started out at 168, and Opetaia started out at 200. Opetaia, I didn't think Zorro could do anything with David because he's just too slow getting off, man. You know what I mean? Like, everything is not about speed, man, but when the speed difference is that big, you gotta have some kind of like masterful timing or jab or something to offset that. He's just too slow. Opetaia not slow like that. He's twitchy, he's fast, and he's explosive. And David gonna have to be careful. That ball hits you with it.
To build the case for the fight, Andre Ward said he would be eager to see the Opetaia matchup. As a former undefeated champion who carefully moved through weight classes while focusing on legacy-defining fights, Ward understands the importance of facing established, long-term contenders instead of chasing spectacle alone. He pointed out that Opetaia has been the man to beat in the cruiserweight division for quite some time, suggesting that Benavidez would earn serious credibility by taking on that challenge.
Jai Opetaia fight at cruiserweight is the fight for me. That's the fight that I want to see. Jai has been the man at that weight class for a very long time. Now you got a new player in the division with a hot name and whose stock and whose star power is only rising. That's the fight I believe that needs to be made at the cruiserweight division. We'll love to see B-ball, but for some reason the light heavyweight division just is not as appealing to me right now for David Benavidez. And again, I'm not sure that that's the right weight for him to fight, being that he's fought this weight and looked the way that he did. I think it's cruiserweight or maybe go up and fight Alexander Usyk.
Looking at the bigger picture,
Looking at the broader picture, Robert Garcia said that David Benavidez still has a number of key obstacles to overcome before moving up to heavyweight. He highlighted possible bouts with elite contenders across several divisions as necessary steps that would help shape and define the next chapter of his career.
A couple fights that I would love him to do, maybe at that same way, to maybe go down, fight Bivol and Beterbiev, and the other one is what's that other cruiserweight? That's with Supa.
Jai.
Opetaia. I don't know if that fight could have been done now that he's with Zufa and what belt he can fight for, whatever. I don't know. But those are 3 fights that I would like to see Benavidez take. But then after that, he's ready for the heavyweight, man. He's ready to fight.
Having moved through multiple weight classes in his own legendary career, Roy Jones Jr. knows how quickly momentum can be lost when stepping into a high-risk fight. With that in mind, he advised Benavidez to target a bout with Alexander Usyk rather than Jai Opetaia while his momentum is still strong. He explained that Usyk brings far greater name value, along with bigger financial upside and historical importance, while Opetaia is still relatively unknown to the broader audience. Jones also warned about the danger. If Benavidez were to face Opetaia and lose, the chance to fight Usyk could disappear completely.
That's smart for David Benavidez to give Jai Opetaia a shot at his name right now because he's hot right now. You go up and fight Usyk while you're hot, and it makes sense. You can always come back down and fight Opetaia if you want to. You understand? If you lost to Usyk, Opetaia fight is still there. If you lose to Opetaia, Usyk fight gone. So be smart about this thing. Go take Usyk while the iron is hot. You beat Usyk, you don't know why to see Opetaia unless you want to come to heavyweight. But if you go fight Opetaia and lose, you don't even get a chance to see Usyk, and you don't get a chance to make history. That's crazy. You're on a rail right now to do something that nobody ever done before. I went middleweight, super middleweight, light heavy, because I was doing what Bob Fitzsimmons, well, I thought what Bob Fitzsimmons did. I didn't stop at cruiser because there was nobody there for me to stop at, and I really didn't care for the weight class. Now he can go super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiser, heavy. Go for the, go, like they say, go for the whole thing if you're going to go for it. Don't waste time with these other.
Building on his earlier warning, Roy Jones Jr. emphasized that in a boxing ring with 10-ounce gloves, anything can happen. Speaking about Jai Opetaia, Jones said that while Opetaia has proven himself as a solid fighter, he is not on the level of Usyk in terms of name value, financial appeal, or historical significance. He pointed out that the cruiserweight division has never been stacked with major stars, which is exactly why he chose to bypass it during his own career. Still, he admitted that Opetaia cannot be dismissed, as he has captured titles and defended them consistently over a long period.
Nobody else, all right? Anything else can taint the Usyk fight. The Usyk fight is one of the biggest fights of this decade right now. Take it while it's hot. Don't play with him, and don't let him play with you. And that's my words to David Benavidez, because I know he listens to me, he looks up to me, thinks a lot of me. I'm gonna tell him it's okay to say no, Opetaia. You haven't proven yourself right now. I want somebody who's proven like I am. I want Usyk. That's what he should do, without a question.
Listen, Opetaia has proven himself, but he's not the name. He's not the name as an Usyk, not as big money.
So who's he beat?
We gonna do that
who's he really beat?
Day. He's been at the weight class, at that cruiserweight weight class. You know it's not a lot of big name. It's not a...
From a different perspective, Malik Scott pointed out David Benavidez's non-stop pressure and high-volume attacking style, explaining how his forward-driven aggression and quick combinations can overwhelm opponents. He further noted that keeping up that level of intensity for all 12 rounds makes Benavidez a very hard challenge at the top level.
That Benavidez have shown what he's shown on Saturday. Not only is he one of the best fighters in the world, to me, Benavidez is the most dangerous fighter in the world, and I'm including all divisions. We could talk about Shakurs, we could talk about Haney's, we could talk about all these Usyks and guys that's better than him technically. But I'm talking about as far as danger zone. When you're in the fight of your life from round 1 through round 12, David Benavidez, I've never seen nothing like him before. I've never seen hand speed like that on a consistent basis. I've never seen extension.
Regarding a potential cruiserweight unification, a high-profile clash between Benavidez and Opetaia is often mentioned as the biggest possible fight if Benavidez stays in the division. However, as Malik Scott pointed out, promotional barriers, especially those linked to the Zuffa boxing platform, could make arranging such a bout more complicated.
Is Opetaia taking himself out of the game in that sense? Like, what?
It comes across like that. Right, it comes across like that. And I also feel like once you make a decision, I look at it like once, because Zuffa has made a stance on where they're at with sanctioning titles, with boxing, and the difference between them and the UFC blueprint, they have made a stance. As a fighter, if you understand that stance that they're making and you still decide to go over there and sign with them, unless they know something that we don't know, I look at it like it's your way of saying, you're done doing things the traditional boxing way concerning sanctioned bodies, and you're ready to take on a new approach.
Alright, that's going to wrap up today's video on Jai Opetaia firing back at David Benavidez with those comments. And honestly, this whole situation has only made things even more interesting in the boxing world. Whether you agree with Opetaia or not, fighters speaking this openly always gets fans talking, and now the debate is bigger than ever. Was Jai Opetaia speaking facts or just hyping things up, and if these two ever stepped into the ring, who would actually win? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Opetaia? Is Benavidez underrated or overrated right now? And what matchup would you like to see next for both fighters? Drop your predictions and reactions below because I'll be checking the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss breaking boxing news, fight updates, reactions, interviews, and full fight breakdowns. Thanks for watching.